Good evening, one and all. This is Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey. Welcome to another edition of the Sunday Night Sideband Net. We're going to start the net up at 8 p.m. solid. We'll start on 446.125 upper sideband. And once we've got some check-ins in the log, we'll move down to 2 meters and try it on 146.400. Please stand by. Good evening and attention all stations. This is Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey. Welcome to the Sunday Night Sideband Net on UHF and VHF. We're operating on a frequency of 446.125. And once we have some check-ins in the log, we'll move down to 2 meters on 146.400 and do some comparative signal reports. Thank you for joining us in this new year. Welcome to 2026. I'll wish you all a very, very happy new year right off the top. And without further ado, we'll open it up for check-ins. As long as you've got a valid call sign, we're more than interested in hearing from you. VA3IMW, standing by.
I have a call sign. I don't know if it's valid or not, but VA3IMW.
Oh, Garnett, you've been licensed for hundreds of years. Yeah, thank you for checking in, and you're a solid S9 into my station, and a nice punchy signal as well. Great audio.
Thank you. I'm not on the GPS radio. I'm on the flex radio transverters.
Okay, but you still sound like yourself, so obviously it's suitably calibrated, doing a fine job overall. How you feeling?
I'm doing good. I'm out of the hospital, of course. I'll be talking to you. I was in the hospital a couple times this year, but other than that, I'm doing good.
All right. Well, as long as they don't name a ward after you or have a permanent room set aside, a quick visit now and then is not a bad thing. And sometimes that's a good place to go to get a lube job and a little top up.
That's it. It's all reaction is there,
That's right. Yeah. And beware the guy in the black robe with that scythe in one hand. Anyways, thanks for joining us tonight, Garnett. How's Dave doing?
He's doing good. He's upstairs, I'm downstairs. We went for coffee. We went for coffee Friday. He's doing good.
Very good. Yep. I know that VA3WPG needs to get in touch with him. He's got a couple of light bulbs that's burned out on ICOM. I think it's a 7000 or a 7260, or I don't know. Anyways, the old incandescent bulbs, and he's not really much for doing the fine soldering work. So he's looking for somebody who might be up for the task of stitching in a couple of LEDs on his radio.
Roger. I'll visit the Dave and Jim tomorrow, but I know you're probably for LED then.
Yep. Yeah, shouldn't be too hard. I mean, an LED and maybe a resistor or something like that, stitching it in with a fine tip soldering gun. I'm sure he's still up to the task. But anyways, I'll let Chris know that I've talked to you, and you can mention it to him as well. All right, Garnett, thanks for checking in. Let's see if we can trap a couple more. This is Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey for the Sunday Night Sideband Net.
Victor Echo 3, Victor Alpha 3, Charlie, Juliet, Zulu.
All right, there's two heard from. Victor Echo 3, Victor Yankee Tango, and Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu. Let's take them in that order. VYT, start off.
So I have to wait for the repeater to go down. Happy New Year, everyone. It's wonderful to be in 2026. Looking forward to the heat wave we get this week. It's what, 6 degrees by Saturday, maybe, if we're lucky. And, well, my time on the radio here tonight might be short because I got to drive my son to a restaurant in about 20 minutes so her and a friend can survive. So we'll make the best of it. Thank you for the opportunity, Mac, and back to you. VA3IMW.
Okay, so thanks for your check-in, Edward. I certainly appreciate it. Let's just say your audio is showing you to be about 0.15 off frequency. So you're a little bit low. So your reference percentage adjustment needs to be tweaked a little bit, or the radio just needs to warm up. Anyway, so Edward, just confirm you're not going to be around when we go to 2 meters.
It's hard to say. Depends when we go. When you say 0.15% low, so you think I should go up in frequency?
Yes. So I clock you on, let's see, I'm hearing you on 446.124.85.
Okay. I was trying to guess what the rate frequency was by adjusting the sound of your voice. I'll keep working on that as we go.
All right. Yep. So just spin it up to 125.15 and you should be about where you need to be.
All right. Thanks so much. I'll figure that out. Okay. I'll stand by.
All right. So S5, S6 is your signal report. So remember that for the 2 meter round. Let's bring in Chuck, VA3CJZ, VA3IMW.
Good evening, Mac, VA3CJZ, and all on net listening. Hopefully I'm close to on your frequency. My radio is running right now, and it always did. I'm at 446.124.56. So it does fluctuate a little bit once the radio warms up, but not by much, just by a few kz. And yeah, I could not hear Edward at all. No, I don't have the squelch turned off, mind you, but zero copy on Edward. And you're 5.9 flickering the plus, so 5.9 plus.
Oh, very kind words. What do they say? Thanks for the flowers. I'll just go put those in water. You're also 5.9 up the hill, Chuck, and you sound exactly like you. So your little tweak with the VFO is right on spot. So this is the 857. Is that Roger?
Yeah, Roger. The all-in-one shack in a box. Soon to be upgraded to the newer model, I think, if they can ever get it back in stock.
Newer model. Well, I thought I heard you talking about a 7300 Mark II.
You know, when you get one radio, there's always room for another. Tax time is coming up.
Okie dokie. All right. Yep. And sometimes it grows on trees. Anyways, is there a spot with the 857 to adjust the reference percentage?
Not that I'm aware of. You know, this radio's at least 30 plus years now, early 90s. So I couldn't find anything, no.
Well, maybe it's buried in one of those 8,000 memories. Yeah, in menu selections. All right. Yeah, I know that I really did not notice anything on the 7100 as far as sideband accuracy down in the HF bands. It wasn't until operating the 7100 on UHF and VHF and sideband that we started to see a discrepancy between the way it came out of the factory. And obviously, since very few people actually run UHF and VHF on sideband, most people would never know the difference. So my hat's off to Garnett for having the chips installed in his radio so that we could all calibrate to his calibrated radio. And therefore, we all become the national standard for frequency adjustment. Anyways, let me know if you find anything in the manual. Maybe somewhere buried in the menu system is just a slight adjustment, and you can tweak that in at a later date. Anyways, thanks for your check-in, Chuck, and thanks for also participating on the first sideband net of 2026. Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey, stand by for any further check-ins for the Sunday night sideband net. VE3 UET VA3IMW. Good evening, Mike. How you doing?
I hear you, Mike. VA3 CJZ.
I'll let you give a relay there, Chuck. He's right down in the basement.
Okay, well, he's obviously pointing his beam more towards me than you. Maybe if he goes, I think, more south by a couple degrees, he might pick you up better. So maybe if you chit-chat a bit more, he might be able to improve the signal there to you. But yeah, that's all he was saying. He was moving his beam around. So I'll send it back to you.
Yeah, he needs to turn the house. I understand. Yeah, so he's got to spin it more towards the southwest in order to pick me up. And I'll give you the standing count of 8. Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey, standing by for VE3 UET under every table. Under every table. Yeah, that's cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Not getting much better there, Mike. Yeah, it's still, I can tell it's you. I know it's your voice, and I can tell when you've stopped talking. So, Chuck, did you copy any of that?
VA3 CJZ. Yeah, Mike said he went on to the flat side, and his signal went down quite a bit from before. When he was not on the flat side, and of course my furnace kicked in, so it was it was a little tricky picking up what Mike was saying there. So back to you there, Mac.
All right. Well, Mike, don't despair. Just give me a big Roger, Roger, if you have the ability to go to 2 meters. Okay, I heard the Roger, Roger. So we'll see what happens when we go to 2 meters. to see if signals improve. For me, it's all a question of what the noise floor is going to look like. All right, so we've got quite a few in the logs so far, and we'll give another call, see if we can trap one or more additional check-ins before we go to 2 meters. VA3IMW, standing by.
Comment VA3CJZ.
Go ahead, Chuck.
Yeah, Mike said, Roger, for what? So you may have to inform Mike there where we're going exactly after we're done here.
Okie dokie. I'm surprised he's not following along on YouTube, because he checked in on YouTube with the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net. So he obviously knows how to find us on YouTube. Just look up my call sign, VA3IMW, and click the live button. Yes, Mike, we're going to be going to 2 meters on 146.400 in a couple of minutes if we can't rouse any more activity on this band.
Recheck.
Go ahead, Edward.
Yeah, so I can hear both Chuck and yourself. You're both registering S nothing on my dial. Can't hear Mike. And I've adjusted my frequency, so I was curious what you think of it now. Am I high or low or where?
You sound like yourself. Very good. And that's an S6.
All right. I'm not sure why. The return trip isn't as good, but that's just the way life is.
Well, whenever I run the 7100 on UHF and VHF, I run it with preamp number 1 on. Perhaps your preamp settings could enhance your signal reports, but always with this radio, I run preamp number 1 on.
Oh, okay. Well, the preamp's turned off, so maybe that's the difference. I'll have to turn it back on to play later.
All right, and so just for Mike's and embellishment, the guy with the transverter is Victor Echo 3 Gulf November Papa, VE3GNP. And I see that Mike has found us on YouTube. All right. Let's see if we can grab one more check-in for 70 centimeters. This is Victor Alpha 3 Indy Mike Whiskey. Stand by. Okay, there, very good. Sounds like Mike had a very, very good copy on Garnet. Anyways, I think that's all we can trap for the 70 centimeter side. So as mentioned before, we'll now transition over to 146.400 upper sideband as well, and we'll be able to do some comparative signal reports. So this is Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey, QSY 146.400 USB. Is this frequency in use? Is this frequency in use? Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey. Nothing heard. All right. This is the Sunday night sideband net on UHF and VHF. And Mike says, I don't have 2 meter Yankee anymore. Well, you know, you could always pump a little power into the 70 centimeter one and just give it a try. Try not to blow anything up. Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey, standing by for our check-ins from the 70 centimeter side, who have also made the trip down here. VA3IMW.
Victor Echo 3, Victor Yankee Tango with a quick check-in, because I gotta go.
All right, Edward, come on back in because I gapped the signal report. Come on and try again.
Okay, I gotta go. So I have to get more than about 1 minute here. Your signal is same as before at 0. And I see that I'm reading about 1.5 to 1 to 2 max over here. So I think the ice and snow might have my antenna off a little bit.
All right, I've got you clocked in at an S6, which is kind of strange because that's about the same as you were on 70 centimeters. Have yourself a good evening. Thanks for the comparison. And I thank you for your check-in in time. All the best to you and yours.
Okay, thanks a lot, and I'll catch you guys later. VA3IMW
All right, let's see if Garnett followed us down. He was number one with a bullet. VE3GNP, VA3IMW. Did you make it? All right, nothing heard from Garnett. VA3CJZ, VA3IMW.
VA3CJZ, giving you full power tonight, Mac. Looks like I'm doing 20. Geez, I didn't look for your signal on 2 meters, but I'm sure you're about 30 over, but I'll wait for you to come back. I could hear Edward, and he was on frequency S5 to my location, and so it's too bad we don't have too many more. We'll have to spread the word, for next month, I guess, and make sure people are aware. You have to remind them 3 weeks is a long time to wait. So with that, Mac, back to you.
All right. Yes, I kind of wondered if the interest would increase, whether, if you know what I'm saying is so many nets, so little time, and doing the Lake Ontario Radio Club nets 5 days a week, and then having the additional net on Sunday every week. I think people just felt obligated to check in. But this kind of takes the edge off that. But obviously, if people show more interest, if it's more frequently, then we can resume that as well. Anyways, let's see if Mike wants to risk keying up and giving us a little bit of a shot on 2 meters. So, Mike, if you're out there, yes, we are on 146,400 already. All right, we're sharing the humor with Mike. No antenna. Very good. All right. So Garnett, I think we lost Garnett. I'll give him another try. VE3GNP, VA3IMW. Okay, doke. Nothing heard. All right. I guess that concludes our little bit of playing around and experimentation on sideband, 2 meters, 70 centimeters. So yes, Chuck, you were absolutely correct. You were 20 over 9 on 2 meters, which brought you up from a solid S9 on 70 centimeters. And I think that's pretty much on par with where you've been. And how do you like me now with the compressor on the 7100?
You're a solid 30 over to me on this meter there, Mac. So excellent audio.
Yep, QSL. So I know that Larry had commented early on when I got this radio that the audio was a little bit low on FM, and I took apart the mic and actually drilled out the microphone hole and tried to do everything possible in order to get the audio cranked up as much as possible. I run the mic gain. I think it's at 97%. I tried it at 100%. Really doesn't matter. So it's full power and full audio. Obviously, sideband is the only place on the 7100 where you get the option of turning the compressor on, which adds a little bit of punch, and you can certainly see by the meter, it puts out 100% of the power that's available for the available frequencies. So that's the limitations of the radio itself, and that's where we're at. All right, Chuck, thanks for following me around. And with that, I think we're ready to call this net a close and turn these frequencies back to normal amateur abuse.
Okay, Mac, when do you go back to work?
That's on Tuesday, January the 6th.
Oh boy, I can't wait. All right, well, hopefully you'll be nice and rested up. Thanks for doing this one, Mac. Always a pleasure. Have a great rest of the evening. VA3CJZ.
Okay, thanks again, Chuck. And we'll be sure to be there with bells on at 7 p.m. tomorrow night for the Oopsie Net on the ZOE repeater. 7-3s, one and all. We're going to bring the net and this live stream to a close. And when we say 7-3s, that's how we say goodbye.